Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be ahead of the technology curve? To be part of the shift? Instead of watching from the sidelines, to actually know what's next instead of just wondering? Now think about if you could participate in and earn money off of the technology of the future today. Well, now's your chance. Welcome to GPS. I'm Danny Bay, chairman and co-founder of this innovative company. We're transforming the way people communicate, learn, grow, and experience life through our groundbreaking VR and AR technology. GPS offers the world's best all-in-one VR headset Pico G2 that delivers an unparalleled experience. Think VR and AR are just for gamers? Think again. We partnered with VRLU to bring you the world's first VR personal development and entertainment content platform that takes you beyond your imagination and puts you inside the action with the most respected, sought-after industry experts. Imagine making dinner in the kitchen with America's hottest chef, learning to shoot a basket side-by-side legendary athletes, not just watching a concert, but actually experiencing it with all your senses. GPS is making it all possible and more. The VR industry is already worth over $27 billion and is well on its way to being worth over $800 billion in the next 5 years alone. Remember when cell phones were for the rich and famous and people were shopping inline, not online? Now we can't imagine our lives without these things. That's the future of VR, with millions of homes already using this technology and millions more waiting to try it. And businesses are getting in on the action too, with major retailers already using VR to train and onboard employees and to give customers an opportunity to experience before purchasing. It's not a question of if, it's simply a matter of when. And through the innovative yet proven GPS business model, we're empowering people just like you to build a business, be your own boss, become a leader in a new commerce that's growing at a rate of 30 times over. By simply sharing this incredible technology, you're positioned to earn income right now off the future of how people live, work, and play. With GPS, that's not virtual reality, it's just reality. And it's yours to experience. Get ready to upgrade your reality and your life with GPS.
All right, hello and welcome everyone to GPS's official launch for its global business in the markets of Japan and the United States. My name is Miranda Alicia, and on behalf of GPS, we want to welcome and congratulate all of you for being a part of history in the making. Now, before we kick off our event, I'd like to share with you a side note. At the bottom of your screen, you can see there's an interpretation button available. With that, you have the option to choose the language you prefer to listen into this event. We have translators in English, Japanese, and Korean available. So if you like, you may go ahead and make those changes right now, and I'll go ahead and give you guys just a few moments to make those changes. And for everyone dialing in, I want to welcome all of you for being here today. GPS is pleased to officially announce the launch of full operation in both countries, Japan and the United States, both of which are expected to fast become top markets for their new expansion. We have thousands and thousands of people dialing in all throughout the world, and we're super excited to have all of you here today. Today's global expansion marks the biggest moment in the company's history, having only been established in late of last year, with its first market being South Korea. And since then, the company has already acquired some of the top influencers in our line of business and have already attracted a great number of power hitters from within different industries. And for everyone new, this is your first time learning about the company. GPS is the world's first business platform that introduces experience before purchase commerce in our daily lives through virtual and augmented reality. So GPS also provides us with a platform for people like you and I to have our very own online business where we have the opportunity to capitalize on technology of the future. So I'm excited because I have the honor to introduce to you a gentleman who's an industry icon. He has over 20 years of experience in the business of direct sales and network marketing, having generated over billions of dollars of sales over multiple countries across the world throughout his career. He has been a remarkable game changer in the network marketing industry, and now he has created something beyond just a company. He has created what is going to be the start of a legacy in multi-trillion-dollar industries. So without further ado, let me go ahead and welcome to the call all the way from South Korea, GPS founder and chairman, Mr. Danny Bay.
Thank you, Miranda, and welcome everyone for being part of this incredible GPS International launch event. As we've been talking about this idea for the past few months, for those of you that are tuning in all the way from Japan, America, Korea, we have been talking about the idea, inception of global platform solution. Creating a platform globally, we could provide solutions to many businesses and influencers and entrepreneurs and consumers around the world. Now we're finally here. I know many of you in America, many of you in Japan, you've been looking at our opportunity, learning about our opportunity for the past several months. And to see 2020, June 1st, right now, us officially starting GPS opportunity in now 3 countries. Today makes the very first day 1 of United States, day 1 of Japan for GPS, and continuing the success and the expansion of GPS opportunity that we started out here in Korea just 3 months ago. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So thank you once again for connecting with us today. We have a lot of information to share with you today. You're going to have an opportunity to hear from some of our executive team members from both of the markets that are launching today, from the United States and Japan. You'll be able to learn about who exactly GPS is, what we're doing in the marketplaces right now, and what our future plans are, and also some of the top influencers that are already partnering up with our opportunity to help us expand our company into these 3 countries. You're going to have an opportunity to hear from many of them on this call today. And as Miranda mentioned, we have 3 languages happening right now on this Zoom call, where you could literally go out there and just click the button. And if you speak all 3 languages, you could choose to just listen and hear from the original audio. But if you choose to listen to just 1 language, you could choose that as well. So I want to say thank you to all our incredible influencers. All the translation is being done by our top influencers in each region. So we want to thank Mr. Jeffrey, Lisa, and Kenji, and Mr. Joe for helping us with translation. We also want to thank our executive team that's been working tremendously for the past few months to prepare for this opportunity, but as well as this Zoom call here today. So if you're just learning about GPS, and if you're just connecting with us for the very first time, we want to just welcome you to Global Platform Solution GPS Opportunity. We created this company a few months ago to provide a solution to many entrepreneurs around the world, many influencers around the world, many consumers around the world, many brand products, many small businesses around the world, with all the changes that's happening in the world with offline going to online, and regular traditional marketing transitioning into social commerce and mobile commerce. We wanted to provide a solution that could truly set people up for the future and give people an opportunity to create their own business, create income, but also provide great products and services. And by starting this company just a few months ago, we were able to attract the best people. And we want to just briefly share with you some of the history of what's happening right now. In the 4th quarter of 2019, we started GPS Opportunity. We set up our entities, and we partner up with our partner Pico, and we also made the official partnership with VRLU, which is the world's very first personal development virtual reality platform. And we opened up our Korea headquarters 4th quarter of last year. And February
10th, we officially launched GPS Korea. And up to date, now 111 days later, we have 19,110 influencers as of last night who have already partnered up with this opportunity. On April 27th, just literally 34 days ago, we started our GPS USA pre-launch, and over 4,000 influencers are already enrolled with our incredible opportunity. And May 25th, which is just 7 days ago, GPS Japan pre-launch begun. And as of yesterday, already 1,629 influencers have enrolled and partner up with our opportunity. So in short 3.5 months of time, 25,015 GPS influencers between these three countries have already partnered up with our opportunity, and we're already acquiring thousands and thousands of customers literally on every single week. Every week, we're seeing thousands of customers purchasing our products and services, and these revenue are coming in at a speed that is literally shocking, not just our industry, but pretty much everybody around the world during this pandemic. And in first 3.5 months of time, we already been able to generate over $9 million in US dollars in sales revenue, and we are growing every single day. And it's because so many people right now recognize the opportunity of what's happening right now and what's going to be happening in the future. You know, folks, 20 years ago, I had the opportunity to get introduced to my first business venture. And when I first got introduced to the business venture, back then they were talking about the transition of offline going to online, how e-commerce was going to start. And by e-commerce starting, I've seen last 20 years in my career, as well as so many people around the world, taking advantage of the e-commerce evolution and making millions of dollars and billions of dollars, generating building businesses around the world, capitalizing on e-commerce by providing great solutions to consumers in the marketplace. And we're seeing the same exact thing happen right now. You know, many people are going, hey, is e-commerce going to be the thing? I'm telling you, the transition, evolution of virtual reality, AR and MR and XR, all these new technologies that's starting right now. The timing of what we're doing couldn't be better. And just 6-7 months ago, when we're talking about this idea, so many people thought we were too early. But right now, every day I have someone ask me, Danny, did you know this pandemic? Did you know this COVID-19 crisis was going to happen? Because right now, people are seeing the need of VR industry technology implementation today, right now, more than ever before. And, even though last 3 months, we've been able to have 25,000 influencers, $9 million in sales, big deal. It's already something that already in the past. But what's more exciting right now is the fact that today, June 1st, USA time, 2020, makes the day one for GPS USA and Japan launch. And many of you that are tuning in with us here today, this makes your opportunity. This means that opportunity is available for you now. So GPS officially welcomes GPS United States and welcomes GPS Japan. So welcome to GPS. Now I want to take a moment and explain to you how traditional commerce is being done and what we're used to, and the positives of these different ways of commerce and different ways of marketing has took place, and what we're doing right now that makes GPS so special. Traditional commerce, retail stores, it's the experience that got people to purchase. Social commerce, group buying like Groupon and many other channels. Mobile commerce, events and prices, network marketing, relationship-based, home shopping, urgency of 5 minutes left, 1 hour left, advertisement, excitement, informative to give people information for them to purchase. But GPS commerce is utilizing the VR and AR and upcoming MR technologies. For next few years, you will see GPS commerce and EVP commerce evolve through GPS opportunity in a way you have never seen before. Give you an example. 3 months ago, when we started GPS Korea, we started with just 2 items, which was virtual reality headset with partnership with Pico, which really is by many experts featuring as the #1 display-focused virtual reality headset out in the marketplace. And official partnership with Pico, which encompass countries like Japan and Korea, major companies like SoftBank, or KT or LG, they actually offer and sell Pico brand. It's a well-known brand around all over Asia. And in partnership with Pico have allowed us to distribute this device into the marketplace faster than anybody else out there. From what I've heard in last 3 months of time, we have distributed more Pico devices, more Pico G2 devices into the marketplace in the last 3 months than those 3 major telecom companies combined. We're becoming the fastest distribution of Pico VR devices into the marketplace in a way people have never seen before. Why? Because many of the people in the past have used VR technology for games and experiences, but we're providing personal development and live practical training content and creating an EVP commerce platform that provide opportunity for people to build an international business around. And partnership with VRLU, starting with 30 different classes, but in short 3 months of time, now already offering over 300 classes available on VRLU. And as of by this weekend, you're going to see over 400 classes available on VRLU, and where people can learn from it. We have consumers to have the opportunity to learn from best experts around the world in 360-degree 3D experience using virtual reality technology. And you will think just by these 2 items alone and growing the business the way we've been able to do and attract the people we've been able to attract last 3 months is enough. But I'm telling you, our vision is much bigger than just VR and VR content. And in Korea and in America and Japan, we are starting right now with Pico and VRLU. But after 3 months of being in business in Korea, we started our GPS commerce. And you could predict Japan and America to have GPS commerce begin in next 3 months of time. And because of it, in short amount of time, just starting with Pico and VRLU, we've been able to add GPS home curation, GPS fashion beauty, GPS smart rental, of all these name brand products that consumers actually want. I believe that if you are manufacturing your own product only and marketing to the marketplace, then you're not a platform business. Nobody calls Hilton or Marriott a platform business, but you would call Airbnb or Uber a platform. Why? Because they truly they connect the products and services that consumers truly want using the platform. And that's what we're doing with GPS commerce. We're not making our product going, hey, this is the best nutrition or this is the best VR technology out there. We're trying to go out and find the best products in the marketplace that consumers truly want and connect consumers with different businesses and products that at a good value and provide an opportunity around it. In short 3 months of time, we've been able to expand our product portfolio and partnering up with major companies to start GPS commerce. And we're seeing so much success with this already in short couple weeks of time. And you could you could be prepared to build a distribution of Pico devices and VRLU subscribers and get your influencer team together. And when the time comes in next 2, 3, 4 months down the road, when we start launching these products through EVP commerce in your marketplace in the United States and Japan, I'm telling you, your opportunities just got to go to a whole another level. At this time, we're going to bring up some of our speakers, that's going to share with you what's happening in the marketplace that they're building their business in. We want to share with you what's going on. Hold on one second. Oh, I think I apologize. Yeah, so we're going to share with you, we want to bring up some of the speakers that's going to share with you what's happening operationally, what's happening in the field, in the influencer development and the leadership development. I can't wait for you to hear from everybody. We have full lineup, so we want to encourage you to listen to every single one of them. I know it's going to be done in multiple languages, so if you want to hear in English as well, make sure you go to the interpretation button at the bottom right, click English so you could hear the English translation instead of the original audio. We're going to start off by going all the way out to the United States and hear from an incredible gem in GPS. I mean, if she has been the most valuable partner for us to establish GPS USA. And she is in charge of all of our full operation as well as marketing and sales support. We are so blessed to have her. So we're gonna, without any further ado, we're gonna fly all the way to United States and bring up our Vice President of GPS United States, Katie Maple. Welcome to the call.
Hi, thank you, Danny. Yes, my name is Katie, and what an honor it is to be here with you today for this truly unprecedented history-making call. I want to tell you a little bit about my story. I grew up in direct selling. I got my first job in direct selling when I was 22 years old, right out of college. I started working in the marketing department. I was fortunate enough to spend 20 years with that company. I helped grow them from one product to 26 countries, 5 continents, countless products. And during that time, I learned that I love this industry. There's so few industries on the corporate side where you can do what you love and really feel like you're helping people make a difference. And so that was such a blessing for me. And when I parted ways with that company, I really spent some time to figure out, what do I want to do? What do I want to be when I grow up, basically? And one day when I least expected it, I got a phone call from Danny Bay. Now, I don't know if you know this, but when Danny Bay calls you, you answer. When Danny calls you and tells you he's working on something new and he wants you to be a part of it, you pinch yourself. That's a dream come true. Then to find out that industry titans, many of which I've been fortunate enough to work with before, Michael Lahn, Mark Isaac, David Neves, Robert and Chica Griffin, and so many others, they're coming on board too. Leadership like that was truly once in a lifetime for me. So obviously it was a no-brainer. This has been one of the biggest blessings of my life to be a part of. We did just finish an unprecedented pre-launch here in the US, as Danny said. We've been in the pre-launch phase for about a month. And I've been a part of a lot of pre-launches for many different countries in my past. Never one quite like this. Who launches a company in a pandemic? Well, Danny Bay and GPS. We launched this company during a global pandemic, once in a lifetime experience, and yet it didn't slow us down at all. A company like GPS, not even a global virus is going to slow it down. We couldn't have face-to-face meetings. We couldn't have big gatherings, but we didn't need that. We brought in incredible numbers during this pre-launch phase. But even more importantly than the numbers that we brought in are the excited and hungry people that we've been able to bring in such a short amount of time. And it's really just the beginning. And I'll tell you a little secret, even some of our vendors that we've aligned ourselves with were blown away by the success we had within day 1, day 2 of the pre-launch. We tried to warn them. We said, this isn't going to be your typical startup. You don't know Danny. You don't know the kind of leader that he is. And we just blew them away. Again, they aren't used to that from their average company. But as you and I know, GPS isn't your average company. If you're anything like me, you may not understand virtual reality. A lot of the people that signed up during the pre-launch didn't understand virtual reality. And that's okay. But they understood the potential and they knew they wanted to be a part of it. I was brand new to virtual reality. I remember, I will never forget it, sitting in Danny Bay's dining room. He hands me the Pico, I put it on, and I was like a kid in a candy store. I was absolutely blown away. I had no concept of VR outside of the gaming world, and my mind has just been blown. We are shipping those first devices in the US this week. It's gonna blow your mind. Our US master content is an absolute game changer. You're gonna hear a little bit more about that in a bit. And when you get your device, what you see today is truly only the beginning. And I think that's the most exciting part. There really is no other company that is delivering a headset as powerful as the P2. There is no other company that is delivering virtual reality, 360-degree 3D content on that headset, master content. And there is no other company that lets you build a business marketing that. So anyone who tells you, oh, this product's cheaper, oh, this content's cheaper, oh, this product's better, let me just get rid of the myth. There is no other company that is doing what we're doing today. GPS is starting today, but as you know, we are anything but a startup. We have a compensation plan that rivals anything I've seen in my 20 years. We have a product that truly positions people on the forefront of an industry. It's much like the cell phone industry, only a handful of people were allowed to take advantage of that. But now, because of GPS, you as an individual can be a part of this incredible industry. And hands down, you know, we have the best leadership in any business, in any industry, in any part of the world. I am truly honored and blessed to be here, and I'm excited for everything we're going to do together. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Katie. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, GPS. For those of us that haven't met me yet, let me explain to you a little bit about myself. My name is James Hsu. I'm the CEO and executive producer of VRLU North America. And the day has finally come where we get to launch our first lineup of masters for our Mastery Academy. VRLU North America will launch with over 121 different experiences for you to learn from mixed martial arts to sake to BMX riding to photography. You're going to have so much fun learning from the people who are the best of the best at what they do. These people have literally dedicated their lives to be the best at their craft. And now, because of VRLU, they're going to tell us all the ups and downs, the positives and negatives of everything they've gone through and how you don't have to go through it and how we can learn from them. Under the amazing leadership of my friend, the CEO and executive producer, Ms. Sujin Park of VRLU Korea, who has already amassed over 234 different experiences, and there's so much more coming from Korea. And with the launch of VRLU Japan coming to us shortly, we're going full steam ahead with bringing the future to you right now. Currently, VRLU offers a beautifully designed virtual reality experience that promises to reinvent the way we learn, play, and experience digital content. VR today is what the App Store was 10 years ago. And the world is just getting started. Notice I didn't say VRLU is just getting started. GPS is not just getting started. The entire world is just now getting started. And miraculously, you and I are here together right now, day one, to push the innovation to the future. Coming in 2020 on VRLU, video games, karaoke, movies, the e-learning Master Academy. But what else are we working on? What else is up our sleeve? Open source VR platform. Just to give you a little hint, what's coming ahead? Think YouTube, VR, but the creator is you. We have e-commerce. Love it, buy it. That's how it's gonna work. VRLU Live. Imagine seeing a concert you've always wanted to see, but it was across the country. It was across the world. You were never able to be a part of that concert. You will now with VRLU Live. And we are so excited because this is just the beginning. June 1, 2020 is going down in the history books. Today, like Ms. Katie said, we've assembled the Avengers, the Justice League. We have the Dream Team. We have the best in Korea, the best in Japan, the best in North America, and most importantly, we have you. And we're just getting started day one. Everyone have a wonderful night. James Hsu signing off from Las Vegas, and I'll see everybody virtually in VRLU.
What an incredible time it is. Hearing from so many great leaders. And right now, I just want to take a moment and introduce our leadership team. You know, I know many people have been, talking about, who's involved and who's doing well. I could tell you that our corporate team that you just had a chance to meet, Sean and Maury and Katie and our strategic partner, Mr. James and Susan from VRLU, but our leadership team of influencers are truly the best, highest level of integrity, the most powerful leadership, and the greatest system implementation and hardest working leaders around the world. And we are so fortunate to have many of them join us and be part of us to build our GPS opportunity around the world. And I'm going to be introducing our very first influencer in GPS. We call him the master influencer. He is an absolute legend, living legend in the industry. We are so blessed to have him leading the growth and the expansion of GPS opportunity. And after hearing from this gentleman, you're going to get a chance to hear from so many leaders from all three markets. So without any further ado, Mr. Wu.
Hello, everyone. I'm influencer 75K Wongyuan. As of this year, I have done network marketing for 26 years. And now the first was 3 years. I did it for 3 years, Amway, and I did not make good results. And at that time, I thought that network marketing is not for me. But At that time, a major company in Korea started a network marketing, and I signed up as the 50,000th member in that company. But I enrolled. I worked very hard until the company went bankrupt. I worked very hard, and that company went bankrupt, and almost all my members quit, including my partners as well. And then and with the remaining 50 members, I started again with a new mindset and made over 250,000 members. And through that, I became successful, and I was able to buy a big building, 25th building in Korea. Because the CEO, that person had always had a very bad mind. So I started losing interest in the business due to the wrong management. And I met Danny Bay at that time with his company, and I met Danny Bay. And with Danny Bay, I met Danny Bay, and for 9 years I worked with Danny Bay. Okay. In 9 years, I actually made $50 million in US dollars. But even though I don't know English quite well, I realized the co-founders of a company had whatever we said, they had a mannerism, heroism syndrome, and they had a wrong mind of doing business, which I didn't like. So I told Danny Bay about the problems relating to the co-founders, but Danny Bay also could not control the situation. So it was very frustrating. So I just did car racing for the 6 years. So I thought, would Danny Bay make a company? But actually, I heard that he made a new company. So because he was going to make a new company, I didn't know about the items or compensation plan, etc. But I told Danny Bay that I will do it with him. I know his leadership, and I know his great mind. His leadership was uncomparable to the co-founders of the previous business. The size of Danny Bay's leadership was different. I can say, Danny Bay, I said this, 5 to 6 years ago at a seminar. I literally announced to everyone that Danny Bay's leadership was bigger than the co-founder of a company. If a person cannot, if you don't like your partner, you can get a new partner, but your owner, you cannot change. We're going to get Alibaba. There is no competition then that can compete with GPS. GPS fighting.
I apologize for the technical difficulties here, folks. We have Mr. Yongjin Bae who's going to be connecting here.
용진 베이가 이제 커넥트 하려고 합니다.
I apologize for the delay. Apologize for the little translation technical difficulty we're having here as well for Japanese. I apologize. We are reconnecting with him now. Here he is.
안녕하세요.
Hello. Hello, Yongjin Bae. I am GPS Influence TK. I'm the second eldest son of a founder of a major corporation that dealt with construction, lumber distribution, public management, and dredging line. I was the second son of the founder of this corporation. And I graduated from the so-called best university, Seoul National University in Korea. Also finished up my master's degree in New York. Since I grew up under a father who ran a big corporation, I was able to learn the principle of economy and the flow of money a little earlier than most people. And I was able to make a good results in the restaurant business at the age of 30. I was GPS business. I was able to hear about GPS by chance at my tennis club and knew right away that this GPS business was the right form of business in the fourth industrial revolution. And this GPS company was not just about following the other fourth industrial revolution business, but a leading business in the world. And I had a confidence that GPS will be able to catch up or exceed Amazon and Alibaba. I knew that, and I had the confidence. So that is why I was able to make a firm decision to make it a priority to do this business. As I proceeded with the GPS business, I learned more about the compensation plan. And at that moment, I realized this GPS compensation plan was the best compensation plan on earth. And I decided to go full betting on this business. And with this limitless global expansion of GPS and the fact that, that we have all come together like a family, and through this global conference, my heart is so overwhelmed. Once again, I'd like to congratulate all of you and the grand opening of GPS in US and Japan. Go 200K.
大家好，我是influencer 李晨勇。
Hello, my name is Chin Young Lee, influencer 10K. It's an honor to be given a chance to make a speech. It's an honor to be given a chance to make a speech in the first global conference because my father was a foreign representative at a very young age in the first grader. Without my will, we all went to China to live. Wanting to follow the steps of my older brother, who went to the best elite university in China, Tsinghua University, I followed the same curriculum and graduated from Tsinghua University with a degree in the Department of English Language and Literature. When I came back to Korea, I got a job for the first time in a society, an airline company. It was one of the big major 3 airlines. I worked in a quite good department. But looking at the co-workers who were 5 years before me, I did not get any vision and didn't get inspired and decided to quit and started to work in the blockchain company that was future-oriented in the fourth industrial revolution. There are so many fourth industrial revolution items like drone, artificial intelligence, big data, and blockchain, etc. If all these FIR items are not protected by blockchain, it can be a problem. So the blockchain technology is very important. As I was working in a blockchain corporation, I was introduced to the GPS business, and by the CEO of the company, I saw a big vision when I heard the GPS presentation. Not only did I feel that the GPS would be the leading company in the market of VR, AR, MR, but they will be a bigger company than Amazon in the future. So I didn't hesitate, but made a decision and started to have a dream and hopes through GPS. And when I think about the global expansion starting from Korea, USA, and Japan, and throughout the world, I cannot help but anticipate eagerly. Without anyone falling behind, I hope to meet all of the GPS members at the top, EBK. Hello, I'm Kwon Sung, who is doing GPS. 100 days ago, no one would have imagined of doing a global event like this. The 3 countries at the same time, I could not imagine that at this fast rate that it would expand. It is so overwhelming. just a couple of months ago, I was actually a regional vice president of a global company and are earning income more than any executives in the marketing department. One day, Danny Bay said he was doing something that was related to the fourth industrial revolution. And right away, I put down everything and decided to do GPS. At first, all my family members and close friends said around to me and said it was too hasty and too quick to make a decision like this, and you have to put everything down. To some, it could be a very difficult decision, but to me, it was very easy. But because for the past 9 years, I have worked with Danny Bay, I know his capability and his enthusiasm for work, and because of his great character. At first, people who thought GPS was just about selling VR device, but as they experience the VR contents, and with the continuous launch of EVP Commerce products, now people know what kind of company GPS is and its value and vision. Now, only in 100 days in my team, I already have over 4,000 influence partners and over 10,000 customers are being made through them. In 3 months later, I will have more members than the members I had with the previous company in 9 years. So through GPS, and the income will be greater. In 3 years later, how will the world be changed? How will your GPS will be? How big will GPS will be? I can't help getting excited just imagining about it. Now is the only chance for you to be the hero or heroine of the growth of GPS. Before that, I will definitely be 200K. Everyone, please join. Go 200K.
It's such an honor to be on this historic event with all of you. I've been in the direct selling industry now for over 15 years and was fortunate to see tremendous amount of success from the very beginning of my career. I never like to take credit for my success because it was never about me, but always being in the right leadership team with a proven system that got me to where I am today. When I heard a few months ago, my good friend and my personal mentor, Mr. Danny Bay, has started GPS Korea, I knew something special was going to take place. After seeing the success they were having in Korea, I knew I had to be a part of it. I called him almost every day, asking him to open up United States. And through grace, on April 27th, we were blessed to pre-launch the US. Ever since then, we have attracted industry legends, incredible leadership team, and as a result, put in thousands of influencers in the business, and it's all due to the timing, incredible team, our insane compensation plan, and our product and future product portfolio. So don't miss out on this once-in-a-life opportunity, because I promise you all, with Mr. Danny Bay and this leadership team, we're going to do something that this industry has never seen, and records are about to be broken. Welcome to GPS, everybody.
Hello, everybody. My name is David Nieves, and I'm excited to be here with every single one of you and be able to a little bit about my story. I'm a serial entrepreneur for the last 20 years. I've been in the marketing and direct distribution for the last 14 years. And prior to this industry, I used to own fitness studios, and I love what I was doing. I owned 3 gyms. But one day, a mentor told me, he said to me, David, if you have an income or a business that depends on you being there, you're in trouble, because the moment you're not there, income stops. And that's what happened to me. I got into an accident where I break both my legs. I ended up in a wheelchair. I lost my businesses. That's when I stumbled upon a very unique opportunity. And we were able to have a lot of success, made millions of dollars in the industry, created $250 million in sales in the last 4 years. But let me tell you, everything that I've done prior to this, prior to GPS, it dwarfs compared to what GPS represents, because it puts us in front of GPS puts us in a position to be in front of $1 trillion shift. I'm talking about a shift of the content creation, the shift that's going into a virtual reality space with VRLU, the virtual reality technology, the augmented reality. You add those 2 industries alone, that's $1 trillion shift. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you were in front of $1 trillion shift? And that's exciting, because this is the only company out there doing that. Think about this. I mean, we have $1 trillion game right now, and you have Samsung, Facebook, Google. They're all playing the game. They're in the field. And most people, what do we usually do? We're in the bleachers. We're watching the game. We're watching the Googles. We're watching the Apples get wealthy. But here's what I say, get in the game. And GPS is allowing me and my family to get in the game. What an amazing, amazing opportunity this is. I am just feel so blessed. I feel so incredibly humble. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen, because what we're about to do here, we're going to change the game. This is changing again. We're not here to participate. We're here to disrupt the industry. And I'm not just drawing my line in sand. I'm drawing my line in concrete, and we're here to make it happen. So welcome to GPS. I cannot wait to see what we're about to do together.
What's up, GPS? This is Mark Isaac calling in from Houston, Texas. And I've actually been in the direct sales industry full time for the last 10 years and still in my 20s. And I have to share with you that I've never been this excited. And what's amazing is to see so many individuals that I'm working with here in the United States that's taking advantage of this once in a lifetime opportunity. And mainly what I've noticed is that there's so many people that have finally found a vehicle that's allowing them to dream again and to think bigger than they've ever thought, so they could change their life. And you know why I'm so excited to be part of GPS is because this is single-handedly the most exciting way and best way for the average person like you and I to start a business with unlimited income potential, marketing, future technology. So we don't just go out there and help people make an income, but we also make an impact, which is most important. And what I've noticed and why I'm so excited is because I personally had a chance to be mentored and to learn from Mr. Danny B at the very beginning of my career. And I've seen firsthand this man's integrity, his drive, his vision that he's always had for his team. And I can tell you that this is a company where you can plant your flags and know that the leadership and the decisions that are going to be made is going to be best for the individuals that really take part of GPS. And so I'm excited to lock arms with each and every one of you. Let's take GPS to 1 billion and beyond. Let's change lives by going all out, everybody.
I've been in network marketing now for over 50 years, and I've learned some important things. One is that those who achieve greatness in this life are not necessarily the most intelligent or talented, but at least once in their lifetime, they've recognized a golden opportunity and seized it. I was also told when I was young, if you want to be successful, find a parade and get in front of it. And I believe that Danny Bay and GPS are a huge parade. It's moving. I congratulate those who have seen it and get in front of it. And I'd encourage the rest of you to do so. Napoleon Hill taught me that your attitude always determines your altitude in everything that you do. So I have a question to ask all of you. If your current circumstances don't change, what will your life look like in 1, 3, or 5 years from now? That's a sobering thing for many people. And if it's not a pretty picture, what are you going to change? So 3 more quick questions. If not this, great opportunity, what? If not now, when? And if not me or you, who? So I congratulate all those who've joined as influencers. It's a great decision. I hope it's been mentioned, you recognize the seats that you're sitting in. They've never been sat in before. And if you're a guest and looking to join, Napoleon Hill said that most people fail because the inability to make a timely decision. So timely and decision are very, very important. So do your research, get your questions answered, get with the person to talk to you. And if you do decide to join us, I know you'll be very glad you do. And I'd highly recommend that you embrace it totally, be all in, emotionally committed to do whatever it takes, and then work it. Go out and take massive action. And if you do, we'll see you at the top. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Tommy Lee here. And I just want to congratulate every single one of you guys for being a part of this momentous occasion. Just like you, I feel real lucky to be here. I've been in this industry now for literally 26 years. And, we've been building teams and systems, some of us for decades. And none of us has ever seen something that is this low gravity and this all-encompassing and attractive to everyone we meet. And what I like about GPS is that people just don't get it. They are contagiously excited about virtual reality and augmented reality and how it's going to apply to what they're passionate about. You know, we can build this from anywhere in the world in the safety of our own homes or where we choose. You know, it's entertaining and it's productive at the exact same time, guys. You know, in other words, we're making money and having fun at the same time. And there's not a big learning curve. You know, it's plug and play. It's simple to get in and get set up and start building literally immediately within the hour of you getting started. And all the training and support is on demand. It's at your fingertips. So although we're new to GPS, none of us leaders that are starting off in these 3 countries, it's not our first rodeo. And you guys just got to know that the leadership core and the administrative staff and under the direction of Mr. Danny Bay is just second to none. You guys just got to know that we're being led by literally giants in the industry and icons. And so how do I know in my heart of hearts that GPS is going to make a big impact and be a big success? Here's how you know, because it already is. Even in the pre-launch phases, we're shattering records. So make no mistake, you're part of history in the making. My advice to you is to jump on board right away, plug into the system, be coachable, and work harder than you ever did at anything in your whole life, because this is a chance for us to change our family tree forever. You know, it's very rare in life to see paradigm shifts. And we've all seen the companies out there, the Apples, the Microsofts, the Amazons, the Alibabas, Facebook, Snapchat, Uber, Airbnb, and look at the company technology Zoom that we're on right now. Literally went from 10 million users to 200 million users in 30 days, guys. And that's just mind-blowing. So you've already got what it takes. It's just going to take all that you got. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go get it. Aloha.
Hey, how you doing? This is Thomas Berry here from Brandywine, Maryland. And I remember just a few weeks ago, I got a phone call from a good friend of mine. And it said, hey, there's a company that's exploding right now in South Korea, and you got to take a look at it. And he went on to say, hey, the chairman and the founder is Danny Bay. You may have heard of him. I said, hey, man, I know exactly who you're talking about. I know exactly who Danny Bay is. So when I heard of virtual reality, I didn't really understand it, but I knew it was major, and I knew my son and his buddies was all over it. And as I started watching the first videos that was in Korean, I really couldn't understand it in mid-April, but I just looked at the pictures and I knew for a fact that if Danny Bay was a part of this, I knew there's no way I can sleep with myself at night if I didn't get a part of this. And obviously I signed up the very first day, and it's been mind-blowing, man. The leadership, people like Michael Ahn or Mark Eisen, people I get a chance to work with every single day. You go to sleep upset because you're tired and you can't wait to wake up and do it all again. I really believe without a shadow of a doubt that GPS is a blessed company, man. And if you ever ask whoever you believe in just for an opportunity, it's right in front of you. You can no longer say you never had an opportunity, because of the professionals that's joining this company and joining the team, the executive team, the professionals that we work with is second to none, man. I've been a part of direct sales and network marketing for over 10 or 15 years. And in the very beginning, you really didn't understand what's going on. You just saw the numbers. You just saw the potential. And every year, as I grow, so does my check. And I'm telling you, man, this is the best time to be a part of something big. And I really believe there's only 2 types of people out here, 2 types of people. One person who loves GPS and the other person who don't have all the facts. That's it. If you're not excited about it, then you just don't have all the facts. I know when they told me the virtual reality and the VR devices is just the ground floor, the Pico G2 is just the ground floor, I'm like, man, what else could it be? They said, hey, man, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. And the big industry, you're talking about an $800 billion industry in virtual and augmented reality. And I've always believed from my mentors, man, a small percent of a big number will always give you a big number. You don't have to get a big number, a big percent of a big number. Just get a small percent of a big number, and it will always leave you with a big number. And I really believe GPS is is a self-improvement program with personal development that's attached to an amazing compensation plan. So all that means, man, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter who your mom and dad is, no matter what you did last year, no matter what you did last month, no matter where you come from, all that can change. Only thing that matters is what's in your heart, is your desire. If you bring a desire to the table with GPS, GPS will change your entire family tree. I've been a part of different launches, but I've never in my entire life been a part of the launch and the rapid growth that I see in my business every single day. Hundreds of people in 30 days, people from all over the United States. And it's just the beginning. I can't wait to these next couple of weeks to get my device. My son asks me for it every single day. Dad, is it coming? Hey, son, it's on the way. And I know for a fact, GPS will change family trees around the world. All you have to do is attach yourself to it and allow it to make a difference in your lives and the lives of the people you love and care about. So I'm flat out excited, and I look forward to seeing all of you on the beaches of the world as we approach 1 billion and beyond.
Thank you very much, everyone, for participating in our event today. It has been a great time. It has been fun to see everybody, hear everybody, and to really see the excitement from 3 countries, from all the leaders and executive team from 3 marketplaces coming together on a global call like this has been a lot of fun. In closing, I just want to take a moment and share a couple thoughts. Today's our very first day having our international virtual launch event. I know with translation, I know with time difference, we literally have 5 different time zones on this Zoom call here today. But, thank God for this technology. But what would be better is if we had the opportunity for people to connect. There are technologies out there already exist. Technology already exists where people could literally go out there and participate in meetup in avatars. In Korea right now, people are already utilizing our Pico device and connecting in different platforms where they could literally meet up in a virtual space as an avatar. And instead of us watching on this Zoom 2D screen, you could literally be in a virtual 360-degree space and see each other as an avatar and interact. That technology already exists today. And the only reason it's not being used around the world is because people don't have VR devices at home. I have 3 kids at home, and they, 2 of them just started summer break, and they had to go through this pandemic during this COVID-19 crisis. Going through homeschool, I'm using Zoom and iPad, which I'm grateful for this technology. But I just think about how much more it could be. How much more effective it would be if kids could go to homeschool during times like this. Or in the future, hopefully something like this will never happen again. But if we ever have to do quarantine and stay home and keeping the environment safe, if we ever had to, what if people could literally go to virtual classrooms? What if people could go to virtual workspace and not watching just on phone or PC, but they could literally be there and experience in a virtual environment with our other avatars and still be able to interact and live a full life and have a full-on experience and have 0 distraction because you're in the environment with everybody. That technology already exists. People just simply don't have VR devices yet. GPS right now is world's first direct sales company, but not in a traditional way. Offline and online influencer marketing and putting all the commerce strategies together in one to create our own GPS commerce and EVP commerce platform to distribute VR devices faster than anybody else out there in the marketplace, providing the content and services that we're doing right now. I know VR Loot started with Master Academy courses, but this month, in the month of June, you're going to see entertainment, you're going to see animation, you're going to see movies, you're going to see travel content, you're going to be seeing different athletes teaching and giving you experiences. We got games coming into the VR Loop platform in just a moment. We got VR karaoke, we got VR music, pop entertainment content, and we got so many more contents that's being cooked up right now to be added onto the VR Loop platform. So in closing, I just want to talk to you about these couple thoughts. My mentor told me many years ago, Danny, when crisis happen, it wakes up people. When crisis happen is when it makes people realize that you need to wake up and go out there and always be prepared. The question is what you do for a living today, what you were doing prior to this pandemic. Is it pandemic proof? Is it, have you been affected in the last 3 months? I believe that with GPS being virtual reality, distribution of virtual reality headsets, and positioning ourselves for the evolution of VR and AR and MR and XR, all the technologies, and to provide valuable contents, like practical contents, to give people a better home experience and better virtual experience to go out there and experience the world, and to position everyone to be in position to be the leader and be the pioneer of EVP commerce in a way that has never been done before, that we are literally creating within that space. There's nobody out there that I know of today doing a virtual reality experience before purchase commerce. I'm using the VR technology, using the VR devices to give them a full immersed 3D 360 experience. GPS leading that right now. So in this crisis, are you turning this crisis into an opportunity for you to take your life to the next level? Or are you letting this crisis to slow you down and put a pause on your life? We know that we're a blessed company. In short 100 days, in short amount of time, I could guarantee you that there is no other company who opened up 3 countries like United States, Korea, and Japan during this pandemic, literally started at the same time, same exact time as COVID-19. And to provide opportunity like this in 3 countries in 3 months of time, we will be recorded in history. And it's something that I know it has been a lot of challenge, even working with banks, working with process, working with manufacturers, getting international shipping, getting anything manufactured, getting any partners on board, not being able to do physical meetings and doing every single meeting like this using virtual platforms only, digital platforms only. It's probably the most amount of challenge that any company could face as they're starting a company. But what's so powerful is we created our opportunity, not for just a product, not for certain product or industry, not just for the opportunity, but we did it for the people. I've spent 20 years in the industry working and building and growing and developing and helping people. And, after spending 15 and a half years with my previous company, and literally one day, overnight, having the whole thing end for me, I made a promise to myself that when we start this company, when we start GPS, we may not be able to start in a powerful and everything set up perfectly, positioned like companies who's been around for 50 years or 20 years or 10 years of time. I know we're just at the beginning. I know we're going to make mistakes. I know we're going to have challenges. I know we're going to have obstacles. I know that, as a brand new opportunity forming right now, as much experience that many of us leadership have, I know we're still got long ways to go. We got a lot of things that we got to overcome and a lot of challenges we're going to go through to really develop our company and develop our leadership, develop our corporation, operation team and infrastructure for us to grow to become who we know that we're going to become. But I'm telling you right now that we're such a blessed company because in this time, everybody coming together, literally people from all over the world came together to help us create this company, and we created for you. We created this opportunity so you know that you now have an opportunity. You now have a company that put you first. I don't believe in the philosophy of using people to generate revenue, using people to create a business. You don't use people to generate business. I believe that only reason you should do business is for the people. We created this opportunity for you. We created this opportunity so you could build your company within the company next 2, 5, 10, 20 years down the road, and know that company will protect you and stand by your side and help you win for a very, very long period of time. So you're part of a blessed company. This is a miracle company, and we have so many powerful leaders around the world coming together to create it just for you. We're just getting started, and we are brand new. We haven't even been operating for 4 months of time, but we're so grateful that 25,000 of you have already partnered up with us, and I promise you, you haven't seen nothing yet. What you see today, what you're going to see 3 months from now will be 10 times, 50 times bigger and better than what you see today. So I'm so excited that you're here right now. You are going to be able to be the only, one of the few people that could tell the story 10 years from now that you were there from day one. You were there on the very first day on our first international event. You know you're at the right place at the right time. When company's 20 years old, people all say, I wish I was there from the beginning. Well, you are here from the beginning. Have the pioneer mindset to be an entrepreneur with us. And if you could build your GPS opportunity, not as a consumer mindset, not as a participant mindset, but as a leader, pioneer, entrepreneur mindset. Take a look at this opportunity and build it as if you have forked out millions of dollars of your own to create this company. And if you could have that mentality starting today, I promise you, you're going to have tremendous amount of time. You're going to have great success with our opportunity. We're going to provide trainings and system and support like you have never seen done by anybody else in the industry. So we appreciate you being part of GPS. We appreciate you being part of this US and Japan launch event here today. God bless you. Let's make it happen. Go 200K. We will build this company together. We'll change the world. We'll impact the world. And we're going to provide a solution for everybody around the world. Thank you once again for being part of us today. God bless you. We'll talk to you guys soon.